Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Kane. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 1st down from the 11. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
If you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
If you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground with the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to pass. It's Kay. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Brings up second down.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
And the Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Trying to slam in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll start this drive going to the air. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down. Lost, the defense is wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're working that left side, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Duke!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
Miami, 10, Duke, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
To the air, it's K. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Arizona State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's McIntosh.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Finds his big tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air, it's K. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's K. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Duke! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Miami, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Hurricanes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air. It's K. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6.
Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 25 over Arizona State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get outside. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the...
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go! The give as they work on that clock. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think that...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another one.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man on the left. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looking to throw again. Quickly complete. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great...
Turning it on! Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. With the win today,